So here now it's day 4, heading in, and I have the trad bow out, and we've seen a lot of bears. I think we've done our due diligence looking at the quality and the types of bears in our area. And one of the things that I love about hunting is everybody gets to set their own goals and their own priorities. And I have had a priority this season of taking a bear with a traditional bow. And so I want to give it a chance. You know, we're at 9 yards. It sounds like a nice, easy, close range, and it is from an aiming point of view, but it's really not from a drawing and a noise point of view. I mean, they're on top of you. Just yesterday, on one of the ones I was gonna try to shoot, just the act, I wasn't gonna shoot, I was just practicing drawing, seeing how they'd react, and just the sound of the arrow shaft dragging over the rest on the bow when I drew it was enough to spook the bear. So I'm saying to myself now, how am I gonna be able to even draw with one right in my lap like this without it hearing us spooking? So we'll see. But I have a motivation. You know, I've taken a bear with a rifle, I've taken a bear with a compound bow. Now I have a motivation to do it with a traditional bow, and so that's my goal. And hunting is all about those goals. You can set the bar and keep raising the bar, change the bar. Everybody gets to make their own decisions, and it's one of the great aspects of hunting is personal motivating factors, new experiences, new memories, having a good time with friends. You know, for me, taking a bear home with a trad bow, having all that nice meat, get it in the freezers, get it back. I have a cookout plan with friends in Vermont for next Sunday. Hopefully we're all eating bear burgers.
So one thing you always want to do when you get in the blind and you're getting your gear out is you want to get your bow set up and you want to move it around and practice drawing. And look at where the bottom limb is, look at where the top limb is. Make sure you're not going to smack anything or make any noise at the wrong time. At a range like we're at, 10 yards, any little bang or bump and you're done. So you got to make sure you keep that in mind. The other thing that I like to do, and that's why you'll always see some kind of a small game head on my quiver, is whether I'm going up in a tree stand or in a ground blind, I'll often bring 1 arrow or 2 arrows. I'll take one of those arrows though, and I'll shoot it. Once I'm in my blind, in my tree, or on the ground, I'll visualize, and I'll pick a clump of moss or a base of a root or something, and I will take that one shot. And it's a confidence builder. It helps me judge, okay, I'm comfortable, I see where I'm hitting, and once I'm set, I'll fire that 1 arrow, and then I'll get it when I climb out of the stand or at the end of the day. But sometimes just taking that 1 shot from the stand, so you visually are there, so when the time comes, you can picture doing the same thing again. It's a great way to get comfortable in your stand setup. It's also nice if it is in the hunting season for a small game, say it's a rabbit or a grouse comes into camp. You're ready for them too. So I always have a couple small game heads on my quiver. 1, to get comfortable in the stand, and 2, for that opportunity at small game if they're in season.
And then we sat idly by all afternoon, whereas the day prior we saw 7 bears. We didn't see anything again until right at dark. And then here comes Big Sal, Big Mama Bear, back with her 2nd season now cubs, and giving us another show, and gave us an extra good show. She decided to get a little curious. She decided to come and see what this little blind cave we were sitting in was all about. So she walked up to about 6 feet from me, showing a few signs of nervousness. However, the funniest part was when the cameraman Will's stomach audibly churned. I then proceeded to laugh out loud, and that was enough to spook her, and she kind of went back with the cubs. But that wasn't enough to actually run them off. So then I actually got out one of my small game heads, kind of a blunt, and decided, hey, I'm gonna shoot that barrel, and let's see how loud that bang is and see if that's enough to run her off. So I proceeded to draw and shot the barrel and gave a nice thud, but nope, they scattered quick, 2 different directions for the cubs, and they still came back. So it wasn't until the guide showed up after dark that they finally ran off. So pretty, again, fun bear encounter, but kind of not wanting her to be there. I want her gone because she's so big. She's probably keeping a lot of other bears off that bait. So if she's there with cubs, I'm sure other bears, I've heard some woofing, some huffing. I think there's other bears that are wanting to come in and she's keeping them away. So that's not good for us hunting. So hopefully tonight she doesn't come and we see other bears. And as we lead in now into day 5 on stand, I'm feeling the pressure. I kind of want to, as soon as a bear, presents me a good shot with the recurve, I think I'm going to take it. I'm at a point now where I want to make sure I go home with some meat.
Well, here you go. Here's a big mama and 2 sows. It's fun to watch them, but we really don't want them here. We want them to feed and move on. She's a pretty big bear, likely dominant to the point that she's only going to run other bears off. So we kind of don't want her around now. We're just going to sit here and see if another bear actually comes in, if she charges them off. Hopefully, if it is a big boar, it'll take over on the good side. She came on awful early tonight. So hopefully that's because maybe another bear's in the area, then she's not the dominant one anymore that's feeding last.
So after a couple days of just seeing that sow run all the other bears off and her and her cubs just own the joint. She was making scrapes, rubbing her back, they were bedding. It's clear no other bears were coming. She'd keep them all away. So time to move stands. So in this time, we went for a stand that was by boat access. Very windy day, just screaming across the lake, big 3-4 foot waves, breaking, crashing over us. And we get to a new stand to see what kind of activity we can find there.